السلام عليكم. بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين. In this episode, we speak about two prayers collected with them. In the Quran, it's like this. We have three prayers imposed daily, and two prayers of them are collected with them. This is what we know in this episode. You see here, in this verse, our Savior said, أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر. This is the imposed daily prayer. The daily imposed prayer. This is the daily imposed prayer. Verse 78, Surah Al-Isra. And this verse is detailed in this verse. This verse, God said, أقم الصلاة, perform the prayer. That means the prayer is imposed and determined by time. أقم الصلاة, perform the prayers. لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل, at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night. وقرآن الفجر, and the Quran at the dawn. We want to see the details of these prayers. The details of these prayers are detailed in this verse. God said, أقم الصلاة طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل. Verse 114, Surah Hud. أقم الصلاة, perform the prayers. Perform the prayer. أقم الصلاة طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل. The imposed prayer. This is the imposed prayer. The daily imposed prayer is the same here. The same verse. أقم الصلاة طرفي النهار وزلفا من الليل is the same of this verse. Perform the prayers at the borders of the day and during portions of the night. Is the same verse like this. The same verse. But this is the detail of this verse. This verse details this verse. You see here, أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل وقرآن الفجر. Perform the prayer at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night, and the Quran at the dawn. Perform prayers at the borders of the day and during portions of the night. At the borders, perform the prayers at the borders of the day. The first border and second border at the borders of the day. Here I draw this drawing for explaining this. At the borders of the day. This is the day and this is the night. At the borders of the day the first border and the second border. At the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, this border is the first prayer, and at the end of the border and the end of the day, this border, the second border, is the second prayer. At the end of the day, at the borders of the day, and during approaches of the night, another border of the night approaches to the day. The border, this border of the night, at the beginning of the night, another prayer here. This prayer, the second prayer at the end of the day, and the third prayer at the beginning of the night. You see here, we have one prayer at the day and another prayer at the night. We have two prayers collected of them here. This border and this border. Two prayers are collected of them, which mean this prayer أقم الصلاة لدلوك الشمس إلى غسق الليل. Perform the prayer at the decline of the sun and the darkness of the night. We see here that we have two prayers. One at the decline of the sun is from the day and the darkness of the night. Another prayer at the night. One prayer from the day and another prayer from the night. We have two prayers collected to them here in these words. At the decline of the sun and the darkness of the night. And we have this is the two prayers, which mean this descends at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night. This is the two prayers. This is the two prayers. The second border and the border of the night. Second border and the border of the night. These two prayers collecting them, which mean this at the decline of the sun and the darkness of the night. What he rests. It rests just at the Quran at the dawn, at the Quran and the Quran at the dawn. We have collected these prayers, and it rests the first border at the beginning of the day, and the Quran at the dawn. We see that this sentence is this border, the prayer of this border, which is at the beginning of the day, which is the dawn, the prayer of the dawn, the prayer of the dawn. And we have always three prayers. One at the dawn, one at the dawn, which is the first border here, and two prayers here, one at the decline of the sun and another at the beginning of the day, the night. Two prayers here, and this prayer, we have three prayers always. Two prayers are collected here, which is here. Two prayers collected, which is here. Two prayers collected, and it rests just the first prayer, which is at the beginning of the day. This is what it means, this verse. Perform the prayer at the decline of the sun until the darkness of the night, and the Quran at the dawn. In the Quran, the prayer are 3 prayers, and one of them is at the beginning of the day. All the time of the dawn is the prayer, the first prayer. Imposed prayer. And we have 2 prayers. One at the end of the day here. All this border, all this time, the time of this border is the prayer, the second prayer. And another prayer at the beginning of the day, of the night here. All this border, all this time of this border is the prayer. We pray all this time. What we have said before, the imposed prayer, and the imposed prayer is always, or are always determined by the time. Are always determined by the time. You see here, this border, this time, the time of this border is the time of the prayer. We pray all this time, and we pray all this time, and all this time. You see here that always the prayer imposed, the imposed prayer are always estimated and determined by the time. Determined by the time. From this time until this time. See here. At the decline of the sun, until the darkness of the night. From the decline of the sun and from decline of the sun until the darkness of the night is the time determined, like he said in the first prayer, which estimated, determined by the half of the night, half of the night, the first prayer imposed. It has determined, but by half of the night, and near that, half of the night, and it become nafila, extra prayer. Here we speak about the imposed daily imposed price, which always determined by the time. At the decline, from the decline of the sun and in the darkness of the night. 2 prayers here. And the first price, all the dawn, the time of the dawn, is the prayer. This is what it means, these verses and this verse are, you will see that the verses, this verse and this verse are the same. The same. He speaks about 3 prayers, just 3 prayers, and the 3 prayers are determined by the time. Are not determined by the number of rak'ah, and there aren't any prayer here. There aren't any prayer here. You see. There aren't any prayer here. We have always the prayers at the beginning of the day and the end of the day and at the beginning of the night. Always we found this prayers. We found never the 5 prayers, and we found never prayers here between these ends. Never we found the prayer here, the Dhuhr, the Asr. Never we found it. We found it in the Quran. The Quran is told always about 3 prayers. 3 prayers. And in this time, and determined not by the time, not by the number of the car. The time determined the time by the time. You see here, this verse is in Surah Isra, and this verse is in Surah Hud. This is Surah, and this is another Surah, and this is the verse, and this is another verse, but the same verse. He speaks about the same price. The same price. They aren't speak about another price. The same prayer here, the same prayer here. And exactly at the beginning of the day and the end of the day and beginning of the night. Thank you. See you later.